5 steps away. You could like see his nose hairs, man. All right, welcome back to the AJ Cast Adventure Tour. We are in North Dakota. I love hunting in North Dakota because they've got some interesting regulations where you can actually hunt on other people's private land as long as it's not posted. It's my favorite. If you got private land, you put up a posted sign if you don't want people to hunt it. Otherwise, if you've got these giant fields and these river bottoms and you own property that you don't really care whether people hunt or not. In fact, managing some of these overpopulated deer herds that are wrecking your crops is seen as a positive thing. Thumbs up. So anyways, we're gonna be hunting some river bottoms. I want to try out the decoy on this trip. You know, it's a little bit early on the rut, but I've got a feeding doe decoy. I actually was using it for pronghorn hunting, and I spray painted it back to look like a deer. So I spray painted to look like a pronghorn, and then I spray painted back to look like a doe. I feel like it'll calm them down. I don't know. I've literally never used a deer decoy before, but anyways, this is great big sky country. You know, we've been doing a lot of work, putting in the hours scouting and trying to find some stuff here, and let's get hunting. Southeast. The thing is, they're gonna walk this fence line too. Where's that tree there? The tree gives very good cover, but it's really well positioned. That's 30 yards. go down to that field. Holy cow, dude. I thought he was gonna catch our wind for sure. Dude, that was wild.
Did you see how I was filming?
No, did you have to tip way back?
Dude, I was like this.
Yeah.
Looking through this hole right here to see the screen.
Yeah,
I was on.
you got him while I shot.
What's that?
You were able to film while I shut him?
Yeah, yep.
Heck yeah, dude. Nice job, dude.
I had some sticks in the way, but I think it focused.
Dude. Oh, there's a doe right there looking at him. Holy cow. You see her over there on the hill?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that was a tiny little window I had to shoot through. He came, so I have a window over here, and I have a window over here. And when he came down the decoy, he was right between them, and I had to shoot through like 2 sticks. Yeah, so he was cornering too really sharp.
Yeah.
I only had like 1 shot, dude.
Good shot.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, did you see what he was doing?
He was coming right at back in that decoy.
He was circling that one in the decoy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. That's why I put the butt that direction.
Yeah, good deal.
Because when I set it up, initially I put it the other way and then in the dark, and I was like, oh wait, I want them to come this side.
Did you see him right there when they busted?
No.
He was getting big as scrape on that tree.
Really?
Yeah, he was like biting branches.
Yeah, dude, I heard you.
And I was like right here, like,
Yeah, dude.
get on it.
Dude. That's a nice one. Not a giant, but... Alright. So, that buck came in. I didn't even see it. Mason saw it right underneath here, making a scrape, which is awesome. I actually had to kneel down like this. And I'm going to take a little video and show you the window I shot through. You can see my arrow right there. Bing, bing. And I have a nice big window over here. And that bugger, he went out into the field and then circled back and came right in here. And he was going to smell some human scent at some point, so I had to take it right through there. Didn't have a lot of room to work with. Here's what it looks like standing up. They came in over here. I didn't see them. They were like apparently right down here. I mean, this is our tree. They're right here. And then they ran out into that field and came in right through this window here. So of course I have a nice shooting window here. Nice shooting window here. And that thing came in right through there. So I knelt down and you can see my arrow right there if you're looking close. Nice and loud. That's what I go for. Look at this. A lot of good juice on there. Oh, that's frustrating. I still think we're gonna find him, but we're gonna have to give him some time for sure. Now here's the thing. Because we were up there and we were shooting down, I think I clipped a lung just looking at the video on that little camera screen there, but we're gonna have to go back and look at the laptop. But I think I got a lung and then it went out through the gut, so I washed off all that blood from the lung. But I also, unfortunately, the lung was on this side and the gut was on this side, so he's not gonna bleed a lot because that arrow's coming down at this sharp angle. So his wound is gonna be basically just gut juice. But I think we got a buck. A decoy buck. This thing worked. I like the feeding does because it just calms them down a little bit. Gets them coming over. As opposed to the ones that have their head up that look spooked a little bit to me. Yeah. All right, we reviewed our footage. I was surprised that we didn't see that buck go down, but I think I only got one lung because he was tipping forwards toward me. But we could see him pretty clear in the slow-mo. We went frame by frame. I think we got ourselves a buck, even though the arrow went out the guts on the back end just like we thought. I think it went in the lung. So it's about 5 or 6 hours later. Plenty of time. Let's go look for blood. It's gonna take a while to find blood because, you know, again, that wound hole is so high up, but let's figure this out. Look at this weird brow tine deal. It's cool. So we got this disease out here. It's called EHD, and it's especially because the deer are so overpopulated here, and it's such a drought year. We're finding dead deer. It's a bummer. And we can't find ours, but we can find other ones. Keep looking. Pretty wet in here still. Did you see these babies?
Are those matching?
No.
No.
They're quite a ways from each other.
Oh yeah.
But it's a treasure hunt out here. If only we could find our buck. It's kind of that sinking feeling, man. It sucks when you know you got one down. And I don't even know if the dogs would help with that one. Yeah, what do they call that? That group that tracks them. But the problem is around here, there's literally so many does, and just deer in general. It'd probably confuse the heck out of these dogs. And number 2. This one's a big doe. Did you see that video where I shot that buck in the snow, and then the snow poured down and just covered all the trail?
Yeah, yep.
We just like zigzagged around, and then we were like, at least me, I was like, oh yeah, that's right, they always die on the river, and he was right on the freaking river.
Yeah, right where he should be.
That was him.
How close were you?
10 yards.
Oh.
I thought he was dead.
Dang.
I yelled to you, dude. I should have shot him.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
That was him. I recognize the antlers.
Yeah.
He's just laying here. And so we're in this swamp. I knew he was going to be in the swamp. This is where we figured he'd be. And he was laying here and looked dead. I'm like, hey dude, I got him 10 yards from him. Boom, he jumps up and runs off. Just tears out of here. Golly. Once you kick them too, after they've been bedding, you're not going to find them. At least not today. Dude, I can't believe I didn't just stick an arrow in him. At first I was like, is that a different buck? You know, and we're seeing these dead ones from EHD. We actually saw another 8-pointer we didn't even film. Was it an 8-pointer and 10-pointer?
Yeah, 8 or 10.
Another really nice dead buck from EHD. So it's like, oh. But then like I saw his rack, I got a good look at it. I'm like, oh, there it is. Like, dude, found him. You heard me.
Yeah, yep.
Like yelled. Then it jumps up and takes off. That's a heartbreaker for sure, man. Look at that. This is the only blood we've seen. And you know, there's nothing on this tree. He bounded out of here. And I'm gonna pin this.
Yeah.
And I saw where he went, which was that way. We'll look again tomorrow. But I hate to go blowing through our deer hunting spot. For sure done today.
Yeah.
That's so... Yeah, David, man. Gosh darn it. Buck bed. Well, at least we got some resolution on that.
True.
Holy smokes. We basically said, look, we'll give him overnight, we'll give him till tomorrow because we got juice on the arrow. But then when we actually looked at the footage, it actually convinced us to go the other direction, because when he jumped after you shot him, you saw the hole was right where it should be. up poking along, and maybe it did. But man, he is not bleeding. Well, let's get out of here. Apologies for that to everybody. Our impatience, I guess, just cost us, and me just yelling when I found him. Alright. Good afternoon. We are setting up a tree stand right there. I've got mine. Mason's setting up a saddle. We're being quiet because it's a little late in the day, and I think there's going to be deer moving very soon. You never know, it's raining, so they like to move in the rain. As you can tell, I'm putting out a decoy, and we're going for some bugs. Let's do this. This is crazy. The sun just went down behind the clouds and everything got pink, just like poof. It looks like I have a crazy red filter on or something. All right, I'm wearing the 3D camo here, and we're gonna go sit down and do an evening sit if I can get across this stream. Maybe up there.
Maybe across those logs.
Yeah, so we'll see you at the evening sit tonight, and hopefully we get one because it's our last evening. Otherwise, we only got tomorrow morning. Deal here. Liquid. Alright, here is our setup from this angle. We're going to be looking out over the old river crossing right here. Been seeing that buck come in there. Been seeing a bunch of big bucks, actually a couple shooters. We're hitting them hard, but we don't have a lot of time. Hope they come through here again and make a play on them. What they seem to do is they come in these little packs of like 5, and the first pack will come through and the next pack will come through the exact same spot, but if for some reason the first pack gets nervous and goes a different route, then the second pack will go that second route. And there's little breaks between these packs of deer, so what I'm hoping is if for some reason the first pod of deer goes in a different trail, we can just wait for them to go by and then go set up in a different spot. That's why we're on the ground instead of up on a tree, so that we're mobile and we can hustle over 50 yards or whatever we need to do. That was our mistake this morning. We're not going to make it again. The wind is finally picking up. It's gusting, but it feels like a crosswind, and I think from that perspective we're all set. That's the most important part. Let's see how this plays out. Oh yeah, they get perfect. Love it. You could like see his nose hairs, man. Oh my gosh. Dude, how awesome was that encounter? that. What a tank. That's one of those shooters for sure. Holy cow. Jiminy Christmas, look at that thing. Man, seriously, this is crazy. The buck nest of all time. Watch what's two on the left. Yeah, here they go. Come on, boys. Heck yeah. Oh yeah. Coming in behind him, but I don't see any bucks. So just try and keep on that big dog. He's going to walk on that same spot, so I'm going to go down there if I get a chance. Let's start crawling. We're gonna bounce early this evening. We just, you know, spooked that mule deer sized whitetail. I tried to sneak up. I tried to actually get down in this river bottom or this creek bottom to sneak up on him because he was clearly gonna cross with the rest of this herd like 70 yards away. And I thought I might be able to get that last 30 yards when had his head down, but he got me. We're out. Okay, good morning. We are back at it. It is the last morning. The sun has not come up yet, but we're seeing a lot of deer. They're not coming exactly where we thought they would, but at least we got good wind here. And you just never know when another one's gonna show up on our trail, but hey, we're out in a tree. This is great. It's the beauty of a morning. It's cold. It's probably in the 20s with the wind, but should get the deer moving. Yeah, do you see the other one? Giants. Oh. Just being super cautious and sniffing the that wraps it up. Unfortunately for this area, we've got a lot of other adventures coming up, so we got to bounce out of here. Stay tuned. I mean, we've got some Minnesota hunting, some South Dakota hunting, some more duck hunting, deer hunting. Stay tuned, but thanks for watching. I mean, it was frustrating. We learned a lot with these bucks because they clearly were in this area, in this river bottom, and it seemed like every time we sat in a spot, they would circle around a different direction, or the wind was different, or whatever. I mean, it was just a never-ending learning experience, and really frustrating one, because we found a phenomenal spot, some giant old bucks, and it was tough because we didn't want to shoot one of these younger 8-pointers when we knew there were some of these bigger 10, 12-pointers out here, where normally I'd take a nice 8-pointer. So yeah, let's move on. Thanks for watching. We tried. We failed this time, but we had a blast failing, and hope you enjoyed seeing all those bucks.